Hello and welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining me. Let's get started. Venus in the third house creates a deeply charming, expressive, and magnetic communicator. You speak from the heart and have a natural ability to influence or soothe others through your words, writing, or even the tone of your voice. Relationships are heavily influenced by communication. You fall in love through deep conversations, shared jokes, and mental connection. There's a sweetness in how you express affection, and you likely come across as warm, diplomatic, or artistic in everyday interactions. This placement also suggests a love for learning, socializing, and maybe even travel, especially short trips. You may be drawn to poetry, storytelling, music, or beautiful surroundings that stimulate the mind. If you have siblings or close relatives, this placement usually brings harmony or an affectionate connection with them. At its highest, Venus in the third makes your thoughts a magnet. What you speak with love and intention can manifest. You attract opportunities and people through your voice, your mind, and your open heart. Daily mindset and thoughts. Your thoughts are often colored by beauty, peace, and the desire to connect. You naturally think in artistic, romantic, or emotionally harmonious terms. Even mundane ideas are softened with creative or pleasing energy. You're likely to see the good in situations or people, especially those you communicate with often. Communication style. You tend to speak with kindness, elegance, and often with a flirtatious or persuasive edge. People may compliment your voice, the way you phrase things, or how you always seem to say the right thing. Whether it's texting, emails, or casual conversation, your words carry a soothing or magnetic effect, perfect for daily interactions at work, school, or home. Local environment and errands. There's a strong appreciation for beauty in your immediate surroundings. You may go out of your way to make your daily environment more aesthetically pleasing, like decorating your car, enjoying scenic routes, or stopping at charming cafes. Errands and short trips might even bring chance encounters with friends, lovers, or artistic inspiration. Relationships with siblings, neighbors. If you have siblings or close neighbors, you likely strive for harmony and closeness in those relationships. Venus here makes you the peacemaker in your immediate circle. You're probably the one who sends check-in texts or adds loving touches to family messages. Flirtation and love in daily life. Romantic energy flows easily through your day. A simple conversation might lead to a flirtation, a compliment could spark a connection, and casual run-ins can feel serendipitous. You might find love in familiar places through friends, local events, or even your commute. Creative expression. This placement often inspires a love for journaling, writing poetry, singing, or sharing ideas online. You may express affection through handwritten notes, playlists, or beautiful messages, turning your everyday expression into an art form. In short, Venus in the third makes the little things feel lovely. It brings warmth, connection, and softness into your daily flow, where your voice and words become a quiet superpower. Venus in the third house in social situations makes someone effortlessly charming, approachable, and skilled in the art of conversation. This person thrives in environments where ideas, stories, and laughter are exchanged. It's not just about being seen. It's about being heard and understood. Here's how this placement plays out socially in your chart. Magnetic communicator. You naturally draw people in with your voice, words, and the way you speak. Your tone is often pleasant, diplomatic, and even flirtatious without trying. In group settings, you might be the one who keeps the vibe light, sweet, and flowing. People feel good talking to you because your presence is mentally and emotionally soothing, witty, and thoughtful. Venus in the third gives you a gift of gab. You're not just charming, you're mentally engaging. You know how to read the room, sprinkle in humor, compliment genuinely, and steer conversations in a way that makes others feel appreciated. You probably know exactly how to say the right thing at the right time. Social media and texting. This placement also makes you a natural at texting, DMing, or creating aesthetically pleasing content online. Your love for expressing affection through words extends to digital spaces, making you popular, well-liked, or admired for your posts, captions, or aesthetic taste. Flirty and light-hearted vibes. You give off friendly, flirty energy in social situations, but in a soft, non-threatening way. People might wonder if you're flirting, or just naturally that warm and engaging. Either way, your presence makes others feel seen and safe, which can make you a low-key heartthrob in group dynamics. Bringer of peace. You're often the social buffer, the one who smooths over tension or lifts awkwardness with a joke, compliment, or thoughtful comment. Venus in the third loves harmony and tends to attract people who enjoy light, fun, intelligent company. In social settings, Venus in the third shines through gentle charm, graceful speech, and a likable mind. You're someone who wins hearts with conversation, light humor, and meaningful connections, making you the person others look forward to having around. On the negative side, because everything has an opposite, light always comes with dark. When Venus in the third house is at its lowest expression, its natural grace and charm can become distorted into superficiality, manipulation, or emotional avoidance in communication. Here's what that can look like. Superficial communication. Instead of meaningful connection, the person may rely on charm for charm's sake, saying what sounds good rather than what's true. They might avoid uncomfortable conversations, choosing smooth words over authenticity, which can create a sense of emotional distance beneath a polite surface. People-pleasing through words. There may be a tendency to say what others want to hear, to keep the peace or gain approval. This can lead to dishonesty, passive aggression, or a loss of identity in relationships, especially if the person is afraid of being disliked or judged, which in the end isn't good for either party in the end. Gossip and manipulation. In low vibration, Venus in the third may indulge in gossip, flirtation without intention, or using words to manipulate social outcomes. The mind can become cunning rather than kind, using charm to gain favor, not connection. Emotional avoidance through light talk. This placement might struggle with deeper emotional expression. They may prefer small talk, jokes, or distraction over vulnerability, using cleverness as a shield against real intimacy. Over-rationalizing love. Venus here might intellectualize feelings, too much analyzing affection rather than truly feeling it. They might chase stimulation in conversations without fully investing emotionally, leading to shallow or short-lived bonds. Shadow integration tip. To rise above its lower expression, Venus in the third needs to balance charm with truth, learning to speak from the heart, not just from the mind. Real beauty comes from honest expression, even when it's imperfect or uncomfortable. At its worst, Venus in the third can be emotionally evasive, overly flirtatious, or persuasive for personal gain. But with awareness, it becomes a powerful tool for building genuine, soulful connection through words. Here are powerful affirmations tailored for Venus in the third house, helping you embrace the beauty, grace, and power of your voice, thoughts, and connections. Affirmations for Venus in the third house. I speak with love, clarity, and confidence, knowing my words carry power and beauty. My voice is magnetic and draws in meaningful, heart-centered connections. I attract love and harmony through open, honest communication. Every conversation I have is an opportunity to spread kindness, joy, and connection. I express myself with ease, grace, and authenticity. My thoughts are filled with creativity, peace, and inspired ideas. I listen deeply and speak with intention, creating balance in all my relationships. I am a natural communicator, and my words uplift and empower those around me. I allow my heart to guide my voice and trust that my truth will always be heard. I create beauty in my everyday interactions and find love in the smallest exchanges.